Hi, good day, it's me, Jaycee, and welcome to Robot Show Tunes, my very own YouTube channel where I get to review Transformers toys, Voltus 5 toys, Macross or Robotech toys, Evangelion toys, and just about whatever else I may fancy. And for today's tune, I am going to review a knockoff of Takara Tomy's masterpiece 25 tracks. Now, for this and other way cool stuff, visit MC168 Shop on shopee.ph. That's Mama Charlie 168 Shop on shopee.ph. Now let's take a look at the box. Here's the front, here's the back, top, one side, the other side, and the bottom. And here's what you get inside. You get tracks packaged in his vehicle mode, his hood lift to reveal an alien-looking silvery engine. You get his black beam gun. You get the Autobot blaster in the appropriately scaled boombox mode. You have this Raoul figure in a static pose, standing on a white base. You get two pairs of side mirrors on sprues, one is a spare. You get this front laser thing that attaches to the bumper of the car. You get this display stand with a ratcheted arm that ends in a peg that goes into a slot in both flight and robot modes. You have a hinge here that's ratcheted, goes from there to there. That's a 180-degree arc, so that's one hinge. Here's another hinge with a wider arc, and the third hinge, the third hinged piece that ends in a peg. And you see these two screws here out of the box. They were, one of them was pretty loose, but the screws are exposed, so you can just remedy that by using a Phillips screwdriver. You get this instruction sheet, mainly in Japanese. Only some of the titles are in English, and there's print on both sides. One side is the instructions themselves, other side you have info on the character. And last but not least, you get this collector's card. Here's the front. Here is the back. Now, let's see how tracks measures up. So here's knockoff Masterpiece tracks with knockoff Masterpiece Blue Streak, with Generations Thrilling 30 Sandstorm Voyager class, with the original Generation 1 tracks, and with Funko Pop Death of the Endless. Let's move on to transformation. Let's start by transforming into Traxxas flight mode. First, what you want to do is to fold or lift these wings up and then out of the way, so it looks like this. Then pull down the arms and then yank at this piece there, like that. And then swing the arms out and then yank them away from the car's body. You're going to hear two clicks. Two clicks would mean that you've yanked them all the way out, so just be careful. 1, 2, 1, 2, there. From there you straighten out the arm like this, then like that. The spokes of the tire are facing up. This orange and red pattern also facing up. Repeat with the other side, and there. From here, just hinge this blue piece, the one that's connected to the gray piece, hinge this down as far as it'll go, which is something of a just a little more than 45 degrees. Once there, you tab this gray piece to that slot on the side of the car. And what you do next is you bring these white rocket launchers, or these rocket shaped pieces out. You can do that by pushing at the back here until that folds out a bit, and then grab them. And then once they're out, you can push this back in so that the tail lights are back in place, and just straighten these out. And then bring this back like so. Arrange the wings, lift them up, swing them around, then put them under the tire. So lift them up, swing them out, and then under the tire. And then again, all that will probably disturb these white pieces, so just arrange them again. And there you have, oh, I keep forgetting, bring this out again. There are these white fins. Just push from inside and they will come out. Push from inside, it comes out, and then just pull it into place like that. Bring this back in. Hold on, out of the way. Keep forgetting that because I really don't keep tracks, or I don't stop. I don't use the flight mode as a stop to robot mode. I just go from car to robot mode directly. Alright. So here's Trax in his flight mode. You'll notice that there is a slot here. That's where you peg him into the flight stand. That same slot is also exposed in robot mode. So you can use the flight stand for jumping poses when in robot mode, etc, etc, etc. There. There. Oops. Oh, I may have forgotten to say this, but this turns 360 degrees. Okay. At the base. Okay, let's just keep going to robot mode then. So again, bring this out of the way. They're always in the way. And then disengage this once again. The instructions say, or I think they say, that you leave these, or you put these fins back in, but I prefer them out. That is my preference. Okay, from here, you turn 180 degrees. You have to keep manipulating this because it's always in the way of something. So just take note. So untab these, straighten these out again, like that, and then bring them up at an angle like this. Bring this out of the way, always in the way. From there, lift the top of the car. Alright, before I continue, I want to show the storage gimmick. So there are these two slots here, and you can peg the gun either like that on this side or the other side, and it will store there. You can bring that back down and it'll store there in vehicle mode. You can also store tracks, or rather blaster, in vehicle mode, but there's only space for either the gun or blaster. There's not space for both, so it's one or the other inside the car. Blaster pegs here. There is a central slot that's lower, and he positions like this. Positions like that, and there. If you want to store him inside the car. Okay, to continue, from here, you bring this up, bring out the head, hinge it out, and don't stop there. There is a click you'd want to hear. There. And from there you flip out this piece to reveal the Autobot faction insignia. So bring this all the way up. There are tabs here and here. It'll go into these slots on the shoulder. So there. Alright, from there, open the door, unfold this piece, unfold this piece. There is a tab here. It'll slot into this, just right above this metal disc. There's a slot of sorts. Peg it there and peg this there to form this sort of strange looking back. Alright, from there you can finally position this piece, which will form the hood and backpack. So there is a slot, or rather a peg here, and they will slot here and here, sort of just to clamp it. You will have to flex the plastic a little because it's tight. There. Alright, from there you want to manipulate these rocket launchers again by pushing this out up to, let's see, up to maybe there. So push this out, and then from here you unfold, 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 unfold. And at this point you can manipulate the wings to look how you want them to look. Angle them as you see fit. This piece is also subject to personal taste, so you might angle it this low, that high. These two you can position according to your own personal taste, but let's leave that alone for now. And complete transformation, you bring out the hands rather by opening this piece, turning it like that, and then swinging that in there. Repeat with the other side. Open, swing, bring out. Okay, we're halfway through. For the legs, turn at the waist 180 degrees. Open the hood, split the legs apart. Grab from here. Don't grab at the foot, just grab here. That's why I lifted the hood, so you won't grab at it. So you can extend this piece, then extend the foot, then swing it down. Then from here, bring out this shin guard, bring it to the front, keep it like that for now. Then you grab this piece, then you turn it 90 degrees inward. Then from there, there's this gray peg here that slots in the peg there to stabilize the foot. But this knockoff, this knockoff copy, it's either the peg is too long or doesn't align with the slot. So I've tried quite an amount of force, but it really won't get in there. So don't if you have a knockoff and you're experiencing that problem, just don't force it. It's stable enough like that. Okay, to continue, arrange the shin guard so it looks like that, and secure the side of the leg. Repeat on the other side. Grab here, extend, extend, swing down, bring out the shin guard, turn this 90 degrees, position the shin guard, peg this as best as you could, but don't force it, and then bring this back to secure it. There. And the hood pieces, originally they're like this, opened, so bring them back down and then swing them lower. There. And let's clean him up and discuss articulation. Alright, articulation. This overhead module swings 360 degrees, but with difficulty because of these two launchers. These launchers has 3 points of articulation, so that's basically here, this gray piece here, it's a hinge. This blue piece is a hinge, and the white piece is a swivel. You can have that missile, rocket, whatever it is, point in these directions and these directions. Oh, the wings can flap up, up, and down, and back and forward. The head is on a ball joint mounted on a hinged plank. You can turn the head 360 degrees. He can look that far up, that far down, and even farther down like that. And can tilt side to side. The shoulders can butterfly like this. The arms can extend here, swing around 360 degrees, but with difficulty because of the wings, and the tire bumps into them. You have a bicep swivel, you have a soft ratcheted single hinge elbow, you have wrist swivels. Wrists can swing this direction, but that's mainly for transformation, and it sort of breaks the sculpt because it brings this piece out. You have a very slight reverse and actual ab crunch. You have universals at the hips for straddle splitting. No grand jeting though, but he can kick up to there, the full 90 degrees, but the backward direction is limited and it only gets up to there. You get thigh swivels, and you have single hinge knees ratcheted, gets you up to there, and you have feet that can point down, that far down, this far up, and swing in, this far in, that far out. Now, let us compare robot modes. Okay, again, here's knockoff Masterpiece tracks with knockoff Masterpiece Streak, with Generation's thrilling 30 Sandstorm Voyager class, with the original Generation 1 tracks, and with Funko Pop Death of the Endless. Let's move on to my final thoughts. Cons first, there are only 2 things off with the car mode, and they are quite minor. The clear windows show a lot of the robot within, and the wings are visible from underneath the car. In robot mode, on the other hand, there are paint issues. The most glaring ones are the lack of yellow paint in this square here. It has one here, but no paint here. And this tiny red mishap on the white of the head. Now, the shoulder area is kind of insubstantial and hollow. Like you can poke poke. The neck is too scrawny. I hide it by having the head favor a slightly downward tilt. The forearms are too long, even if you consider the tire as part of the upper arms. The tabs that secure the feet do not align with their intended slots at all. No amount of force can make them go in. But fortunately, the feet are stable enough to even without tabbing them. Pros, on the other hand, being a masterpiece knockoff, this is naturally very tune accurate. Generally awesome paint job, especially the metallic fleck blue. There's 0 parts forming. The white launchers are integrated to the toy and stows away perfectly in car mode, although it can be seen through the rear window. There are clever ways of hiding the hands and of rearranging the car parts to form naturally shaped lower legs. Now, final word. Many toy reviewers have compared tracks unfavorably with previous Takara Tomy masterpiece releases, and I do agree with them to some extent. There are some missed opportunities to make this toy better, if not at par with the other masterpiece carbots. But since the only tracks I can really compare this with is my old G1 toy, how can I not appreciate what a vast improvement this is to that? And since this is a knockoff, the prices of the two toys are somewhat comparable, making this a winner in terms of price, look, and playability. So, that's the end of today's tune. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to this channel, and like Robot Show Tunes on Facebook if it so please you. Again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, see you at the theater.